Welcome back. So this is part 2 of the ISO server. This is the software configuration. So we are logging in here with the default username and password. For whatever reason, this video clip did not have audio recorded, so I'm recording this after the fact, so it might be a little strange. There are updates available. We'll take care of that later. So you can see the specs and all of that of the system if you missed the last video. So we'll just go configure the web interface, disable this auto logout nonsense. It's the only thing on this page. And then we'll set our web administrator password to what it needs to be set to. And I'm screwing it up because apparently I don't know how to type. Kind of funny how that works, but oh well, whatever. So yeah, I screwed it up again. So then I gotta type it all in twice, many times. So we will hit save on that, and then we will apply the changes. And it's done. So now we will go over to the date and time. I don't know why it didn't set the time zone, since it asked me for that during setup, but whatever. So now I gotta go find the time zone that I need, and I'm going all over the place trying to find it. Okay, we'll use this one, Canada Eastern, sure. We want NTP, and we will hit save. The date and time is correct, at least as far as I can remember it was correct. So we'll apply that, or no we won't. We'll go over to all the other things and deal with that. Nothing under network, nothing under that, nothing under that, nothing under that. Needs to be changed, I don't care about that. Scheduled jobs, nothing. I'll look at the updates later. I don't need any plugins, so we'll just hit apply, so that was kind of a waste of time. Okay, now time for disk configuration. So you can see all 4 of the disks show up. Nothing too different there. So we'll turn on the smart monitoring. Everything else should be fine. And we'll look under devices and, oh, look at this. Device has a few bad sectors. Nice. So that's lovely, even though it didn't show that under the previous operating system. Whatever. So we'll just enable all of the monitoring for these, because we kind of want that anyway. So we'll turn it on for these, and that should be it. So we'll just hit apply. We'll have a look at the drive that's bad. 352 reallocated sectors. So yeah, this thing is a mess. A major mess. So we'll have to replace it later. But for right now, I don't really care, because everything should still be running anyway. I don't know why I just went under scheduled tests. That was kind of pointless. RAID management, we'll look at that later. As you can see, both of our drives do actually show up, and I am now deleting the backup, which I needed to do anyway, so we'll get rid of that. And then we'll recreate a new file system on the backup drive. For whatever reason, one of the drives for the BTRFS RAID shows up. I guess it's just confused or something. So we'll do this. Should be backup. ext4. And we will format, and then we will wait for this to finish. Okay, file system creation has completed successfully. So we'll get out of that. We'll find it in the list. We will mount it, because we need to. We need to use it. We'll go ahead and apply those changes. The other thing that's worth noting with this is that the BTRFS is confused even still because it says 1.82 terabytes, which is incorrect. It should only be 1 terabyte. So, whatever. I'm looking at the user for some reason. I don't know why. Because I'd already actually set this up so I could make sure that the files were there. So you can see I've still got the old storage thing, so we're now going to make a new backup shared folder on the drive in question. Permissions set should be fine. We'll set our privileges. This is a read-only share for our user, and that should be the only thing I need to set. So we will apply those changes. Then we'll come down here to server message block, and we will add our shared folder, the backup. It is not public, it is read-only, it is browsable. I'm turning off this ACL thing because it's probably going to cause problems. Same with any other permission inheritance stuff. No recycle bin. And we will turn off hide dot files. Or maybe we won't turn off hide dot files. We will audit, save, and there it is. We will apply. See if we come over here and it's there. We'll try and make something. It should fail, and it does, so that's good. So now we will go into rsync. We will add a job. I should have ticked off and enabled because I'm not going to keep it as a thing, but we'll go from our old to the new, or the old to the backup, BTRFS to the backup. I'm not even going to set any of all that other stuff. Looking at the options, we'll turn off permissions. I don't know why I turned that off, but whatever. And I'll turn the preservation options off, and then everything else should be fine. We'll hit save. We will try and run it. It's not going to work because you need to apply the configuration changes in order for it to work. I don't know why, but you do. And now we can go ahead and run it. This process is going to take forever. Okay, so it's the next day. And as you can see, we're done. There's nothing else for it to do. I think what was really throwing it off were the snapshots, the BTRFS snapshots. And that's probably what was screwing it up in the first place anyway. But now that it's done, I'm going to delete this. Because I'm going to have to. Come over here to this. And delete. Yes. We'll apply that. Go to shared folders and delete the shared folder. Doesn't really matter if I delete the content or not because I'm going to end up deleting the partition and reformatting it, so it's not a big deal. I just want to delete the stuff so all the references are taken care of, so this will actually work. So we'll come over to file systems. We will unmount. Actually, we don't even probably need to do that. I could just hit delete. Yes. Delete it. It says 100% completed. Oh, we got a problem here. Except it worked anyway, so sure. Now we go under RAID management. And we only have two options. Obviously, RAID 5 isn't going to work. This is mirror. So RAID 1. Yes. And then we'll have to wait for it to completely synchronize. That's going to take 107 minutes. I'm not going to make you sit through that. Okay, it's done. Like 2 hours later. Well, whatever. And as far as the file systems are concerned, we need to create one. Software RAID, fine, we'll call it storage. Just because I don't have anything any better. And then this is going to take a while. Actually, it might not be so bad, but it's not going to be fast either. You know, I love how there's a close button that looks like it's active, like you could hit the button, but it's not done. I'm afraid to find out what happens if you close it while it's still going. I don't think I'm going to do that. The file system creation has completed successfully. Good. So now we mount it. It'll ask me to accept changes. I'm going to wait for a second. Because I'm going to come over here. I'm going to double check this. I think I changed this. Yes, I need that. And then we will add a shared folder, which is on storage. There's your path. That should be good. Go for that. Change your privileges. Should have read-write privileges. Should be good to go. And then I can go into server message block. I think I modified this as well. Yep, that should be set to read only. We'll add one more. Shared folder is ISO. It's not public. It's not read only. It is browsable. No time machine support. I don't need that. I'm going to turn that off. I am going to enable the recycle bin. Alright. Everything else should be okay. We'll audit file operations on that one as well. And then I should be able to hit apply. Once that's done, I should now be able to come over to the machine. If this will actually work. I will come over here on ISO, and I should be able to make something. And I can. Yay, it works. Except the recycle bin is not visible. Huh. It doesn't show up. Okay, well, anyway, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Now, rsync. I'm going to add a local job. I'm actually going to hit that. Back up to that. Just select star for all of it. Do not preserve permissions. Do preserve modification times. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about anything else. We'll go for the extended attributes as well. Save. I'm going to go ahead and apply that. And then we'll run it. And that's going to take a long time. Okay. And it's done. Everything is transferred. Everything is working. We can close that. And the last thing that we need to do, it's local. From this to this. 0. Not every day. I don't want every day. On the 1st. Yeah, everything should be, let's see here. Not dealing with that. That we can have. I'm not dealing with those. We'll do that and this. And we'll save it. Or maybe we won't because it's broken. Awesome. Instead of the way that it was before. Save it. Okay, there we go. Now we'll apply it. And that should be all that we need to do. So we can finish off the video with that. Thank you for watching. I guess there will be one more part to this video because I have to replace this. This one looks like it's fine. The other one, of course, is not. Not so much. It's pretty high, actually. 352. And I think... Oh, no, it's at 0. Okay. It's just 352 reallocated sectors. So, there'll be one more video where I replace that. But until then, that's it for this. Thank you for watching.